Snoopy coming back with the best 4 duo reaction, man.
Boy. We got that nigga. Y'all know Lil Zay, his ass, he been bullshitting, leaving guns in Ubers.
Fucking dummy.
Just a whole bunch of bullshit. He keep getting caught with guns. He don't get it. That nigga get money, wasted on bond money. Like, I guess. Let's see, man. Let's see. What else is here for Lil Zay, man? What else?
You got a favorite rapper, Dirt?
No, that's actually your favorite rapper. You listening to him? That nigga said,
that nigga love Dirt.
India. I forgot what that nigga said.
Osama linked up with Lil Durk and was on his way up in the industry. But now his whole career and life might be over after he allegedly snatched a chain from a jeweler and ended up in a wild helicopter chase with the cops.
What?
On December 15,
know he did all that.
2023, news broke that Lil Zay Osama got locked up in Chicago on robbery and gun charges. He's been booked for guns before, but nobody was expecting the wild story that came out about the situation. Lil Zay was riding around Chicago with his homies Jeremiah Dawson and Trayvon Garland when someone tipped off the police that the whip they were in was connected to an armed robbery in New York. The cops spotted them at a shopping center on 2155 22nd Street and started following the whip. And that's when Lil Zay Osama and his homies tried to take off. They were speeding down the street and almost hit a few people. Usually the cops don't get into high-speed chases anymore because it's dangerous. But a bunch of different police departments joined in from all over the city and started chasing them down. Zay and his homies were able to avoid him for a little while, but then the cops brought in the helicopter and it was pretty much over at that point. They tried to hop out and run away, but all 3 of them were arrested immediately. Running from the police is already a serious charge, but when the cops searched the whip, it got way worse for Zay and the other dudes. They found the Glock 29 with a laser and an illegal switch that turns into a machine gun, plus another Glock with a 50-round drum magazine and a scratched-off serial number. The guns were bad, but when the cops booked Lil Zay, they found out that the chain he was wearing might be connected to an armed robbery that went down in New York. He was booked for possession of a machine gun, possession of a firearm with a defaced serial number, and theft of stolen goods because of the chain. A week before Zay and his homies got booked, a celebrity jeweler in New York named Benny the Jeweler got held up at gunpoint. Benny has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry like Nicki Minaj and Usher, and he's also been icing out the hottest artists in the city like Ice Spice. Lil Zay Osama got some pieces from Benny the Jeweler too, but rumors say he's the one who set him up to get robbed. According to another jeweler named Leo who talks to the New York Post, someone called Benny up in the middle of the night and wanted to buy some pieces from him. Benny went down and opened up his shop, and that's when some dudes with some guns came in and stole $1 million worth of ice from him. Benny the jeweler's been in the game for a long time and probably wouldn't open up a shop in the middle of the night unless he knew the customer, and that's why a lot of people think Lil Zay set him up to get robbed. It's not clear if Zay was actually there when the robbery went down, but if the chain he was wearing when he got arrested is from Benny's shop, then he could easily get tied to the case. The situation isn't looking good for Lil Zay, but he hopped on Instagram and said that he's gonna be getting home.
Man, some niggas don't need me before I need them. Until you niggas say shit like, why do niggas fuck up and then play victim on social media?
Exactly. Like, it's our fault.
It's our fault.
It's literally your fault, nigga. We forgot about you because you keep doing bullshit. Stay out of jail.
I guarantee niggas gonna need me before I need them. Bro, what?
You really can't do shit. You need us. You need us.
Bro, how you gonna get mad at us because you fucking up? Oh my god.
Sick.
Sooner than everyone thinks. It's not clear what's going on behind the scenes with the case, but even if he gets out on bail, it's clear that Lil Zay probably won't be staying out of trouble. This ain't even the first gun charge Lil Zay got picked up on in 2023. In January 2023, he was booked for another strap in Chicago, and he ended up going viral a month later after his mugshot leaked. And in September 2023, Lil Zay went viral again after he was arrested in the middle of an IG live session for allegedly leaving a Glock with a switch inside his Uber. Lil Zay Osama was talking to his fans on live while walking down the street in New York when the cops pulled up on him and booked him for the gun.
What's happening?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. We're going to sort it all out. We're going to sort it all out. What is going on? We're going to sort it all out. I'm the man of the shot. He's being detained right now. So I'm just...
Lil Zay had allegedly hopped out of his Uber and left a Glock inside with a 50-round drum and a switch. And the DA allegedly brought up the lyrics from his track Danny Block when he raps, "Pussy boy know how I play it. I hope this song right here don't get in the hands of the feds. Hey, I just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch."
Oh my
I just popped one of my ops. I'm finna go do another hit. A lot of people were talking about the story, but after Lil Zay got out on bond and allegedly beat the case, he hopped on IG and called out DJ Academics for telling people he left a gun in the Uber. Lil Zay claimed he never left anything in an Uber and aired Academics out for incriminating him. Zay also raps about the situation on the track Got It No Mo and said, "But I lost my brother to this shit, and I lost my cousins to this shit. Got caught in New York. They said I had a switch. I wouldn't even buy that shit. Fans know I'm innocent."
It's so, their job is so easier. Back then, they probably wouldn't like this, bro. This shit's so easy to know.
Too easy. Niggas just snitch on themselves. I thought he was snitching on himself right here, but he said they said. I thought he said I had a switch. They say I had a switch. I wouldn't even buy that shit. Fans know I'm innocent.
Out in New York, they say I had a switch. I wouldn't even buy that shit. Fans know I'm innocent. It's not clear how everything shook out on the legal side, but it seemed like Lil Zay was in the clear until he caught this new case. Lil Zay Osama's been popping off in the industry, and a lot of fans were shocked he got caught up in a new robbery situation. But rumors say he blew through the advance Warner Brothers gave him for his record deal and had to go back to the streets. Zay isn't the only one allegedly robbing people for their ice though. In the beginning of 2023, the news broke that one of his chains got snatched, and people started clowning Zay for it on social media. According to rumors though, nobody actually snatched the chain off his neck, and Zay ended up getting it back. He allegedly left the ice at an Airbnb in Chicago when he was going to pick up his daughter, and that's when his assistant stole the chain and ran off with it. Lil Zay has been involved with robbery his whole life though. He came up in Chicago and started hitting licks around 12 years old. And not before long, he was getting locked up in juvie on small cases.
What?
His dad was in and out of jail his whole life, so Zay's mom had to raise 6 kids on her own. She tried to keep Zay and his siblings out of the streets, but he was such a bad kid that she ended up losing her job because the cops were coming to their house all the time, and CPS almost took Zay away from her. When he was just 15, Zay got booked on house arrest and had to wear an ankle monitor. He wasn't gonna just sit around the house though, and one day, he decided to chill with the homies on the block. A fight broke out down the street, so they all ran down to see what was happening, and that's when someone started letting off shots. Lil Zay took a bullet to the chest that only missed his heart by an inch, and after the doctor saved his life at the hospital, he woke up handcuffed to the bed for violating his house arrest. Getting shot and booked on another charge was bad enough, but Lil Zay had some other charges going on at the same time. He had been rapping and singing since he was 8 years old, and Zay started laying down his first tracks when he was around 10. After he hopped off the porch, he was trying to make his own money, but all the OGs he came up around were never helping him out. On the track Changed Up, he raps, "Mama was struggling, daddy ain't there. You was playing with 50K up in my face. I could've robbed you, I could've shot you, but nigga, my loyalty go a long way. And you spending that shit on some kicks, but how can I trip? It's your shit at the end of the day. But bitch, I'm your homie, so how could you leave me? I had struggle and showing you fake." Hey, Zay was broke and trying to get his rap career started.
Niggas want everybody else money, man. No way. No way you talking about you could have robbed me.
You could have robbed him, bro.
And shot me.
This is my loyalty went deep, bro. Damn, but
that's how you was feeling? What?
Oh my god.
That's how niggas really be thinking. That's how niggas really be thinking. I could really rob him, but because I ain't rob him, I'm really loyal.
Bro, I'm really loyal. I really could have robbed you though, bro.
Like,
but I ain't robbed you though.
Bro.
Oh my gosh, this only 50K.
Like what?
Oh.
And he was ready to do whatever it took to get things popping. He had a homie who wanted to shoot his music videos but didn't have a camera, so Zay set up other video directors and stole their equipment for his homie to use. Zay's fans were surprised when he picked up a new robbery charge after he already had his name buzzing in the industry. But what makes the situation even more shocking is how he already got one of his own friends killed over a setup. A lot of dudes think you gotta look like a rapper to make it in the game, so Zay would rob people for clothes and jewelry to flex in his videos too. He was hustling hard to make it in the industry, but then all the robbing caught up to him and ended with one of his homies getting killed. Back in 2016, Zay allegedly set up a music video director named Ray Money. According to rumors, Zay called him up and asked him to shoot a video, but when Ray got to the spot, one of Zay's homies was there to rob him. Zay's homie came around the corner with a gun, but Ray Money had his own strap and ended up getting into a crazy shootout. Ray got hit in the hip and survived, but he shot Zay's homie in the head and left him dead at the scene. Lil Zay was taking losses in the street, and at 16, he caught a more serious case and got hit with a life juvenile sentence. He was supposed to be locked up until he turned 21, but the paperwork got messed up and they released him at 19 instead. When he came home, Zay hopped right in the booth and started putting in major work. He finally popped off with the track Changed Up in 2019 and hit over 70 million views on YouTube, and that's what led to him signing a major deal with Warner Brothers. He still had one foot in the trenches though, and a video came out showing Zay and his homies put hands on the op they caught at Planet Fitness. He even rapped about the situation on the track Pick Your Homie Up and said, "Trigger finger itching, don't get close to me cause I'll get nervous. I'll get to blicking. Drooling with me itching, tune with me itching. Shorty would have been dead if we ain't catch him inside Planet Fitness." Lil Zay was becoming one of the hottest new rappers in the game, and linking up with Lil Durk gave him even more shine. But instead of staying in the studio and keeping up the momentum, he's been outside catching cases and fumbling his own career. He was racking up millions of streams from 2019 to 2022, but getting arrested all the time definitely slowed him down, and his latest projects barely made any noise. Now he's facing some serious time if he doesn't beat the new case. And at this point, it looks like his time in the spotlight might already be over.
Lock his ass up, bro.
That is some wild shit, Zay.
Lock him the fuck up.
Can't believe that. Property charges.